Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is LC with Loyal Crypto. Thank you for joining me today. Now today, man, I got a project that's looking to take on some new challenges in the NFT space. The project name is LUKSO. Now, LUKSO's building the new digital economy, looking to give content creators the ability to craft their own realms inside this multiverse, okay? So I think this is an interesting play. They're definitely tapping into something that the mainstream audience needs, and NFTs can perform that task. So you're not gonna wanna miss this one. Let's dive in. So today we have LUKSO token, which goes by LYXE. The current price is $16.96, which is up 0.7%. And the market cap today is basically 252 million with a max supply of 100 million and a circulating supply of 14.9 million. So this is currently ranked 208. And if we scroll down here, we see that we can buy this on Uniswap and KuCoin. All right, so what we're seeing here on the 24-hour chart, I see some great consolidation, and just taking it out to 7 days, it looks like we have a slight bearish trend, and I'm going to get into this in the chart in a second. But first, let me take you over to what they're doing. I'm on LUKSO's Medium, and you see here an article on March 22nd. They had Cultural Ultra Light Paper, Fashionworlds in our newly decentralized world. Scrolling down, you see some nice art in the Multiverse. In order for blockchain technology to gain mainstream adoption, it has to serve culture. LUKSO's goal is to give people more power to create in different realms and expand the multiverse. I love the vision of this project. The fashion worlds and the multiverse. Blockchain can do more than preserve our cultural past. Innovators today are protecting diversity and inclusion through decentralized technology. We developed LUKSO to defend our creative futures. So their vision is so passionate and what I believe creators need, because creators been getting ripped off for years. And it's just like the cost of doing business by creators not getting even half of what they earn for these corporations. I feel like project like this is giving back to the creator and connecting them directly with the market. Now, LUKSO provides virtual infrastructure and new standards for non-fungible fashion. Artists are proving how non-fungible tokens can break through the institutional barriers of galleries, agents, and professional critics through peer-to-peer sales. Non-fungible fashion introduces new byways for creatives to decentralize more than just buying. We want to empower creators with a platform to decentralize task making. So get in here and look at this article. I'm going to link it down below. So let me tell you a little bit more about what LUKSO is doing. So LUKSO is definitely an interesting and exciting play in the marketplace of NFTs, and they're building a multiverse. So the beginning of the new digital economy. And it says here that LUKSO is a blockchain infrastructure, providing a series of standard solutions for physical and digital consumer goods in order to foster transparency, circularity, and new forms of responsible production and consumption. Now, LUKSO is the next project by the creator of ERC20 and ERC725, a network dedicated to moving blockchain beyond DeFi. All right, so just scrolling down here, and you see the foundations. Now, LUKSO will introduce standards and tools that will enable a new economy based on cultural currencies, digital certificates, and universal public profiles. Now, the universal public profile, this is definitely an interesting play here. The blockchain-based user and company profiles enable permanent identifiers in the digital world. They allow for universal logins that make remembering username and passwords a thing of the past, while giving you full control of your virtual assets. All right, so they're making a seamless way into the future. I probably have about 80 different profiles online, and I don't think about them until I need to go do something on that site or on that network. All right, what they're doing here is having a universal profile where all your assets are locked on your specific identifier. So universal profiles make economy and verifiable interactions possible and are the new core building block for new creative economies. So scrolling down, digital certificates. By establishing a digital identity for physical and digital products, we enable new forms of digital ownership. LUKSO introduces an additional digital layer to the ownership of creative goods that make unique characteristics permanently visible. Each product can be linked to a corresponding record of data, bridging the physical and virtual world and their communities. Scrolling down here, you have cultural currencies. So tokens are a new form of interest, status, participation, and value on a global scale. There are cultural currencies and attach measurable and transferable value to all socio-creative activity. Digital tokens can act as the connective medium for lifestyle communities, which make them valuable, participative, and inclusive. So I think this project is extremely undervalued, because if we understand something like, let's say, an artist fan base, if you're a fan of Nicki Minaj or Beyonce, the Beehive, if Beyonce had her own Beehive token just around creating a cultural currency and setting up a governance in that currency, this will be huge. Beyonce will get all the earnings just for having a Beehive, them doing their own business. She can get recurring revenue on something like this. And that's just one of the ideas that I have just bouncing around in my head, just hearing the word cultural currency. All right. So join the multiverse. I feel like a lot of projects will want to join this ecosystem because it's a whole new form of revenue for creators to make. And I think consumers would definitely love to be a part of something like this. So let me jump in here and find out a little more about LUKSO. So about LUKSO, the blockchain for the digital lifestyle, is created by former Ethereum developer Fabian Vogelsteller, author of ERC20 and W3.js, both of which are the foundation of today's DeFi protocols. Okay. Oh man. So all right, let me get into it. Let me get back serious. So together with brand architect Marjorie Hernandez, he is building the platform for the next wave of mainstream blockchain applications. So these are the founders here. And you have a ton of advisors. Man, look, Nike, Chanel, former artistic director of fashion image at Chanel, vice president of Burberry. Yo, do I have to read the rest of these? Like, are these four not enough? Like, come on, dude, get in here and find out more about LUKSO. Yeah, they have a bunch of people back in this thing. I feel like if you're not understanding the world that's going to be created within NFTs with new interesting plays, then you're going to get left behind. So dive into LUKSO and find out more about this project on their website. Now let me get over to their Twitter. So LUKSO, it currently has 15,000 followers. I feel like this is still young and early stages. So definitely come in here, look at their Twitter, see what they're dropping and some of the announcements that they have. Now let me get over to the chart and show you what I'm looking at. So I have LUKSO here pulled up on a 2-hour chart on TradingView, and I already have my level set in because I've been looking at this for a little bit. So let me just pull the fib retracement back up so you see what I was seeing. I think I seen the move somewhere right here. All right, boom, perfect. All right, so what I'm seeing now, LUKSO is dropping a little under our 382, which is perfectly fine. It is also under our baseline. So I see a short-term bearish trend, and the bearish trend basically means that it can go down to our 50% retracement, and I have a strong line set in there. I'll show you why in a second. And it can also go down to our 618 there. Now I drew this fib out from January 11th. That is long-term in crypto. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pull this in, and I seen a move here from February 28th. And what I can see here is we have a 382 that is still trading below on the short term. So I'm just throw that in there right now. And what I see is we also have a line that matches up with our short-term 50% retracement, okay? And this line here, I put a power line in because that was matching up with my long-term levels and is right here next to our 618 in the short term. So I'm thinking we're gonna definitely find some support around this 50% or 618 level, and I'm gonna keep that there just in place. I'm gonna see what volume is doing to our price action. I then plan to buy into LUKSO when we meet some of these levels, or if we start trading higher, I want to see if we break some prior resistance, and that's when I know if I want to buy in at the correct time. Now let me look at the indicator. We have our trend indicator here. What I'm seeing is we're trading under our zero line. I want to see, because I'm not greedy, but I like to have good buys. I want to see if it drops in between this circle here and touch some oversold levels, maybe go underneath the green line there. And as you can see, we touched the level right there on this prior move, and it leveled off. So I want to see if we're going to get overextended and possibly touch this orange line there that I have set out. But once I see this thing dip and touch this green line or trade under it, I feel like it's going to be a great strong buy for me. This is what I'm doing with my money. I don't give financial advice. And what I'm looking at here on our RSI,
The RSI is also trading under our 50 line. I want to see if it's going to stay below somewhere there or is going to touch this overstretch region. And if it drops below this 30 line, I know that price is being dramatic, it's being oversold, and that is a great buying opportunity. Now, let me show you a price prediction because I think not Fabulous, I think LUKSO is going places. So just pulling the chart out here, let me do my fib extension. I'm gonna do it from, honestly, I'm gonna do it from January 22nd still, swing that high, come down low. So as you can see, we broke under the 618 for a short period, and I'm gonna bring that out. Now, future price targets for LUKSO. I see our 1.27 sitting pretty at $46. Okay, $46 from currently right now is trading at $16.79. All right, so that is going to be my first price target for this project. Of course, we want to break this resistance. This all-time high is always going to be resistance for us because it wants to see if it has enough steam to take it the distance. All right, so once we break $27.44, I'm going to look to see where it's going to hit that $46 mark because I feel like this project is definitely innovating the space. Now, my price range is going to be between our 1.272 and our 1.618. Our golden zone, and that's going to be $55.28. All right, so our golden zone here is going to be between $46.35 to $55.28. Now, this is going to be the beginning of the bull run. I'm making this video early April, so if you guys are watching a little later, I want you to make sure you understand that this is just the beginning of the bull run. The altcoin season, I feel like, hasn't even popped off yet. So if it hits these metrics sooner than later, before altcoin season really starts, you have to set new heights because it can definitely run even further. Here, I'm looking at $65.37 over our golden box. And at the 2.618, I'm looking at $81.64. And also, let me show you why I think it can make this huge leap to $81. What is that? That's 381%. I think it's going to be due to its circulating supply. So again, if you look at the circulating supply, it is only 14.9 million in supply. Now the max supply is 100 million, but I don't think they're gonna release all these coins within this 2021 year, okay? So of course, this can definitely move up by the end of the year, but it's not gonna move up by a lot. So I feel like when it has a low circulating supply, this market cap can give your holdings an exponential growth in price because it doesn't have much in circulation. I want you guys to start looking at the market caps, not the price, when you want to see a low cap gem, okay? Low cap gems, I base off the market cap. I do not base it off price. So stay tuned for LUKSO because they're doing some huge innovation in the NFT space.
Okay, so if you like content like this, remember, please like, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna keep finding ways to make money in this crypto space. And of course, click down on the links in the description because I have some ways to make us better traders in this community. I feel like if there's better traders in crypto, we're all gonna get out clean in this bull cycle, okay? So check those out. And until next time, I'll see you. One.